He ran out, get this, with a flash up maze and throws a flash with no regard of where people are. I'm like, no, don't do it. I knew you were gonna do it. I knew you were gonna do it. You're like, no. Here it comes, right? Like, fuck. We said to the enemy team, here I am, baby. Come take it.
Come and get me.
And sure enough, Chamber's like, oh yeah, sure, I'll do it again. No problem. I'll kill you twice.
And then I get really annoyed. I'm like, how did that happen?
Hello, my name is Worthy, a professional Valorant coach. If you're looking to climb the ranks and improve your overall gameplay, you definitely want to leave a like and a sub. Also, if you comment your Discord name in the comment section below, once per month, I choose one lucky commenter to win a free one-on-one session. Best of luck and enjoy the video. What do you feel you struggle with the most?
Positioning, probably. Just lost, and then like I'm standing somewhere and I'm like, I don't know where to look. Also like awareness, like where teammates are, stuff like that. Like
I guess the first question I have for you is, where are your eyes when you're playing?
Well, on the screen.
On the screen. Very good. Very good.
But sometimes like towards the map, and yeah, I try to look at the screen, but I also die trying to look at the map.
You made a good point. Sometimes you will die, right? So you want to make sure that you're picking and choosing the right times to do that. Typically in rotations, when you know that you're not under pressure. And from there, you'll be able to make better decisions as to where you should be and when you should be. The one thing that you want to think about the minimap as, I'm assuming you drive, right? Do you drive? Think of it like this. When you learn how to drive, they taught you to, every once in a while, check your mirrors, right? Yeah, look to your left, look to your right, look to your rear view, all that good stuff. Same idea here. You kind of want to treat it like a rear view mirror. You're looking at it on the side, you're checking for information, and then you make a decision based on that. So there's a couple of really easy mechanical things that you can start adjusting right away. The first thing is we're gonna have to go over a practice routine for you where you can start strafe stopping outside of a wall. So basically you choose a wall, you find a target, AD strafing, basically. You're just gonna be going one direction. There's moments here where you shoot before your crosshairs on them, and I think that could be a nerve thing, but that's something that in your death matches when you're practicing, don't shoot an enemy until you know your crosshairs on there. Even if you go really slow and you're really bad at it, it's better to be slow and bad than to be fast and bad. Okay,
that's
it's kind of
actually funny that you mentioned that, because I literally made this command that says first aim then shoot, because I've been like trying to practice that, because sometimes I see someone and I like kind of panic shoot at them because I'm like, oh my god, I see them, I have to kill them now before they see me, but because I shoot and I miss, like they flick on my head and I'm dead.
So the other thing too is with Raze, we have limited utility in terms of getting information, but we do have a very important one, which is our boom bot, and I don't see you using it enough, and we'll talk about that.
Icebox, A site, I have no idea where to play. I'm always lost.
The first thing that we can talk about is what you're buying on this first round here.
Yeah, I've been buying boom bot, ghost, and Raze, attack, defense, everywhere. Well,
if you're confident with Classic, then I would say you can probably play Classic, because if you're going to play a position like this, the satchel is a really good satchel to, the ability to have, because what you can do is you can change up your angling, right? Let's say, for example, at the start of the round, play on top of the rafters and you were to take shots at belt, they are immediately thinking you're at belt. So what you can do afterwards is you drop down, change the angle, and then peek from below. Then afterwards you peek away and you satchel back up. That creates more opportunity for you to re-peek again from rafters. So changing up your positioning is going to be really key on A site. First thing I would say right now is that this knife is so easily breaking, and you can break that no problem, right?
Yeah.
So I wouldn't run away. If you see something just like that simple, literally move up and shoot it. And the reason why I say this is an easy knife to break is because look at the time you have on the clock right now. How far can they be up on site? What point do you think there's going to be a threat for you in this position?
Maybe in like, I don't know. I mean, they could push up belt pretty quickly, but yeah, like you can hide behind the box, I guess. I
think it's probably about 7 seconds before someone can peek you on belt, give or take, depending on how fast they get up there, if they're jumping up there and all that good stuff. So belt is your only threat. Okay.
Yeah.
That was a good break. Okay, so at this point, you've seen Fade, you've seen KO, you just saw Viper. All right, so that's guaranteed 3. At this point, I would say it's probably an A rush. It's probably an A rush. That way, everyone on your team starts rotating and getting in position. Now, positioning is not only just where you are, but you have an integrity to your team to call these things out so that they can get into position too, because their frags are reliant on your communication too. Honestly, this is what separates a lot of players from getting to the next rank, is just literally telling their teammates what's going on. Help me out. I need you to be in this position, all this good stuff, right? So it's a small thing, but it's actually a really big macro thing.
We're both stuck here.
You're pretty much dead here, but I was gonna suggest instead of the nade, you throw the boom bot and to see if that holds them back a little bit. I didn't hear the boom bot because you got like shitted on
I
with
didn't see it either. I didn't realize it was coming from me.
This is a macro concept I'm about to talk about. You are on an eco round, and when you're on an eco round, what do you think is the best range for you to get into a fight with? As close as you possibly can. Now, in an eco round, you are statistically going to lose the round because the other team has a lot more money than you. So what you need to do on this round, and in rounds especially, is figure out what your bare ass minimum is. I call it the worthy BAM. So your bare ass minimum is that you want to do damage to the opposing team. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to win the round. If you win it, that's a bonus. But what you can do is try to damage the enemy team so that their economy is a little bit more messed up for the next round in the gun round. So what we can do is our bare ass minimum is, I want you to get at least one frag this round. As a team, we should aim for 3. If we get 4, that's amazing. If we win the round, that's amazing. But right now, what we want to focus on to keep the energy positive.
Gotcha. Oh, no. Yeah. Oh no.
This is such a shit show on everyone's part right here.
100%.
You can't see the KO right now, but the KO just ran out. He ran out, get this, with a flash up maze, and throws a flash with no regard of where people are. Like, you just got scanned. You just got fucking boom bodied. You got boom bodied, and this fucking KO. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. He's like, oh, doop, doop. Look at me. I'm throwing a flash through the wall. Like, what the hell am I watching? What is Love Dragon? Love Dragon, do you need a hug right now? Like, what's going on? It's like the gold experience, anything below diamond, really. It's like you look both ways for crossing the street and you get hit by a plane. You know what I mean? It's like, doesn't make any sense. Like,
I fucking love that.
And look at the cat. The cat's just like, oh my god, what am I watching right now? Like, bottom right of the screen. Look at that. Cat's just like, oh fuck. There we go. So in this particular round, we're not set. Your hair looks great, by the way. I think you pull it out of your headphones. Everything looks great.
I'm like, yeah, let me just get everything ready.
Yeah, there it is.
Let me just make sure I look good for the chat.
you gotta look good for the people rushing you on B here, right? So what you can do right away, just boombot down B. If you get attention of anyone with that boombot, it's probably a B rush. That's the reason.
Because they've been rushing the first 3 rounds.
And guess what? Okay. If you put the boombot down there and there's no one there, it's gonna be A. So that gives you a bunch of options right now to either play aggressive and start taking map control on them, or to rotate early. Right now, we don't have any information, and they could be taking map control on us right now. So a couple things that you could do instead if you're going to play this position. If you're looking for information, you can satchel your way up on top of yellow and just peek down, peek in and out, see if there's any information there. Another option would be the boom bot down there. If there's nothing there, you can now make the decision, do I rotate early or do I push down and be aggressive? And you would have known that they're coming B had you boom botted early.
Yeah.
And people would have been in position, rotated, ready to go. And one of the things I like doing is doing something like that, very strategic with the flank, because what happens is you have a partner, right? They can actually push right through B as well. If you push right through B long with your partner, then you're starting to do something called suffocation. All right. You ever heard of that before?
No.
Okay. So when you are on A site, and let's say in this particular situation, you have a chamber, the chamber is probably going to throw some sort of trip somewhere around here. Now, the trip is representative, trademark, thank you. The trip is representative of another player. It's kind of like a makeshift player that can tell you if people are coming behind you. If you were to walk up here and let's say all 5 are running in and you're on that team, you're not worried about flank until that trip is broken. As soon as the trip is broken, everyone has to look away, because right now you have a 3v5 in the situation that you're in right now with B. So let's say you go up mid and you get 1 kill or something happens along those lines, and then you go and you break that trademark. All of a sudden now, this 4v5 or 5v3 that you're going to take with your teammates right here turns into a 3v3 because 2 people now need to look around, or at least 1 person needs to look away from that position. If that does not break, they're going to assume that all 5 are coming from CT side. They're all coming from rafters. So even if you don't commit to the flank, but you just break that trademark, it pulls attention away. You can run. You can totally run, because if they hear you and your intention is to pull attention away so that your teammates have an easier fight, that's a good move. If you look at the distance in which you're running right now, this big circle, this is the distance in which people can hear you. I'm not sure if you're aware of that. So you can use that as a tool. Sometimes you want to shift walk. Sometimes you want to actually, make some noise. You got to make that decision for yourself and the reason for why you do it. There's never a wrong move as long as your intention is correct. When you're on your retake here, an option that you can do, I want you to think about your ult as a deterrent, okay? Everyone hates that ult because it's scary as shit. You don't necessarily have to get frags.
You can like push him back with your ult.
Yeah.
They get scared and they just run.
The path to victory is through the eyes of the opponent. Let's say you pop this ult. What do they do?
Run, hide.
Run and hide.
Yeah.
So that allows your teammates to easily maneuver themselves into sight just by you pressing X. Sometimes the most powerful Raze ult is just holding it for the full duration of what it is. What do you think I'm going to recommend you buy in this round?
I honestly, I'm not sure. Maybe a Marshal, maybe a Sheriff?
Sheriff, 100%.
Sheriff, yeah.
Sheriff. Okay, especially if you're going to be taking a longer range fight. There's a time and a place to do Spectre. If you decided early round that I want to play up close on mid or something like that and just like take that fight. If you're deciding to take this long range fight, the Sheriff is going to dominate the Spectre. If you do not feel confident in the Sheriff, that is a you problem. You need to fix that, okay?
Yeah,
There's no amount of coaching that I can give to you to say, here, you need to work on this. This is just something that you got to do. If you want to get to the high level, your Sheriff is the most important weapon to learn, because that is what wins championships. In the moments in which we are most uncomfortable in life, not just in Valorant, but in life in general, is the biggest opportunity for our own growth, right?
Okay, check.
I was like, no.
Yeah,
I was like, no, why?
It's like that she's not even standing on anything. She's flying.
But like, oh, this is painful. So I watched this.
This game.
I watched this, right? I watched this. I'm just like,
designed this fucking game, bro.
oh. No, but I watched this, right? I'm just like,
I cringed myself. I know.
I'm like, no, don't do it. I knew you were gonna do it. You're like, no. Here it comes, right? Like, fuck. God.
But, like, can we talk about how she can stand on that with one foot?
I mean, floating, I guess. I don't know. I have nothing.
Nah. Okay. Yeah.
Do we need to talk about this one?
No.
Okay, let's watch it again because it's painful.
Okay.
We gotta watch it again because it's painful. It's great. Oh God, that's what we call a newt. Just for you to know. Yeah, have you ever seen that newt meme? The meme? Newt. Yeah, newt. You seen that? That's a newt. Okay, that's a newt. Just for future reference. This will not be the first and last time we see this. The amount of people in Immortal I see making that mistake is unbelievable. So you're in a lot of good company. So don't worry about that.
Question. Do you think it's better if you have teammates that are like getting angry? Do you think it's like you need to not mute them for the comms, or you need to mute them for your mental mindset?
People are gonna get mad. I would just mute them, honestly. At your rank, honestly, when I have played at your rank, because I have, oh God, it's brutal. I pretty much just mute everybody right away. I don't even want to listen to them because they're not giving you any information that's usable at all. Guys, I want you to watch this really quick in slow motion.
With the movement?
1, 2.
Yeah.
Well, the first thing is that you should never have taken this fight. This is why you lose it, because he peeks into you. So it's going to be really hard for you to win that with your interp. The other thing too is that you're 68 MS right now. He's probably a lot lower than you. So him peeking out into you, it's going to be a lot easier for him to see you faster than you. You're on a right eye peek. Basically, everything that you're doing here is like asking to be killed. Being on the right hand side of a wall, you're going to expose more of your body to a peek. So if he were to peek you wide right now, you wouldn't even be able to see him as he's peeking you.
Like, it should have been better if I would have been more to the left, or shouldn't have been here at all?
You shouldn't have been here at all. You should have actually been aggressive and peeking into him. In this situation, it's a 5v2, and if you decided that saving is not the option for you, there is no risk for you trying to peek out and taking a fight here. Yeah. Oh, hang on. Did you see that? Did you see that? Let's watch this.
Oh, yeah, Viper's there.
Oh, hi there.
I don't think I saw her.
Oh, hello there. That's literally an Obi-Wan Kenobi. Hello there. Hello there.
Hello there.
Where are your threats coming from? Screens admit. We don't have any control of that section of the map. This is a positioning thing for you. Very low chance that they're coming from rafters. Why? Fade through.
Oh, she threw you.
So you knew you were safe there. So when you're jumping across, you should be clearing the section from the ground.
I don't think we can see if it showed up on the minimap because like my fucking face is in front of it. Oh.
Yeah, it did. This is really exciting, actually. This is something that's a little more advanced. Watch this shit. What is he looking at right now?
Kitchen, so it seems.
Why do you think he's looking at kitchen?
Because he didn't see anyone be main, didn't clear anything out, and maybe like my teammates made contact mid. Okay, so there's two things that are going through my head right now. He's worried about kitchen for some reason. That usually means one of two things in this situation based on the minimap. There's no one in kitchen from
There's nobody in kitchen, and that means there's a stack on A. Other option is that this is not the anchor. This might not be the anchor in B. The anchor might actually be behind yellow. Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
smart.
Just by him looking in that direction, right? There's a lot of information here. So I would be like ultra, like, oh my god, I'm worried right now. I could be getting
I
flanked.
am like, oh, I killed the only person on B. Let's fucking go.
Yeah, and you could be dead right now. But it turns out they're going to be stacking towards mid and A. So this guy was actually just splitting between both. Chat, we're about to see 2 newts in 1 round. I think this, yeah, this is newt round. This is newt round. Okay, ready?
Ready, Chad. Hold on tight.
Get ready. Here comes the newts.
Stairs are so quiet.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think you're really worried about someone jumping over this box right now. Like, watch this.
Yes.
Ooh.
You could be dead.
Okay. That's our first newt. Let's watch the crosshair placement here. Okay. And then, whoa!
Close.
Not ready for that fight at all.
Yeah.
All right, not ready for that fight at all. And especially when you're playing against a chamber, you're going to see that all the time. Okay, we just got rezzed. That means we have another opportunity to newt again.
Let's go.
Let's newt again.
To
Are you
newt
ready?
again.
Okay. Oh God! What did we just do?
Oh, we just like grabbed a nade and just fucking
Yeah, we
ran
did.
out. Like,
We're just
kill
like,
me, please.
we said to the enemy team, "Here I am, baby. Come take it."
Come and get me.
Come and get me.
Time this round.
And sure enough, Chamber's like, "Oh yeah, sure, I'll do it again. No problem. We'll kill
And
you
then I
twice."
get really annoyed. I'm like, how did that happen?
Yeah, exactly. Here, let's listen to it.
Me again. Unlucky me. Unlucky me. What do you mean, dumbass?
Unlucky. Unlucky. That is like every Valorant player ever. Oh, that's so unlucky. That's so
Oh,
unlucky.
so unlucky.
Oh man. Okay. So here's the one thing, all right? This is the general rule. It's okay to newt every once in a while, all right? It's okay to newt. But the one thing you can't do, don't do this to your Sage. Your Sage just puts so much utility in you, and you just go in newt again. Why did you do it again? Okay, awesome. So that is the end of this particular VOD. So what are your top 3 takeaways from today?
For starters, have a strat in my mind before I get into the round. Like, not just sit, buy a Spectre and sit at yellow, for example, like long distance. Like, if I buy a Spectre, I'm gonna sit up close, take that fight. Use my util better for, especially I think on defense, for like seeing if there's anyone there, just getting info. And oh my god, just be positive to my teammates.
Yeah.
No matter how bad they do.
It's like I say, it's super
look at
underrated.
myself, look at myself, yeah.
Yeah.
Just look at myself and see what I can do better.
I think you made a lot of really good points there.
All right, well, I appreciate your time so much.
Yeah, no problem.